dragging in search of our home through space to a place that's beneath waves and foam. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather. When the wind blows, then we're all together. Boys, blow ye winds, French word, and blow ye with slow. Out to the galaxy, steady she goes. The solar wind's taking us far, all through the space lanes and out to the stars. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather. When the wind blows, then we're all together. Boys, blow ye winds, French word, and blow ye with slow. Out to the galaxy, steady she goes.
Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. It's like the first time I've spoken today. Let's turn that down a little bit. Hi. Oh, right, hold on. Give me a second. I need to, There we go. Hi, hello. We have the camera today. Actually, dressed and showered, so we're doing pretty good. Don't mind my heavy breathing, for I have seen the signs of greatness. Well, hello, Ball. How are you? You know, now that I see the name Ball is Life, I remember watching a couple months ago now the TV show Ted Lasso, and the one character that says Ball is Life all the time. If you haven't seen Ted Lasso, I don't necessarily want to spoil it for you, but also understand that Ball is death, as it is Ball is life. Ball is death and life at the same time. It's great stuff. If you haven't seen Ted Lasso, I highly suggest seeing the show. It is phenomenal, if anything, at least for the character. The character Ted Lasso himself is just such a treat to watch. It really is. Have you watched Dogs in Space? No, I have not. Hello, Zero Sum. How are you? So, Zero Sum, I've always wondered. Your name is Zero Sum Outcomes. But is that because that's the kind of games you enjoy the most? Is Zero Sum games? Because personally, I don't enjoy those kinds of games. I used to, but then my competitiveness got the better of me and I really don't like it. Right? I mean, I rather have a game where we all win or we all lose together, rather than you win and you lose. Like chess, I used to like chess, and then it became too competitive. Zero sum games, for those of you who do not know, it's kind of self-explanatory. It is when you have a game that has one winner and one loser. +1 and -1 equals 0. That's a zero sum game. When you have one winner, one loser. Or one team wins and one team loses. It just, ball is all. That's true. It's man, I just can't handle those kinds of games anymore. If you cannot win, the next best case is to make sure the other guy can't win either. Okay, all right, there might be some games where it's 1v1 and it's possible for both players to lose, and that's when you really win. It's really not so much of as long as you win, it's more of as long as they don't win, then you're a winner, right? It's on Netflix show, basically Star Trek if the crew were genetically enhanced dogs. Dogs in... Okay, hold on. Netflix. Alright, search dogs in space. Okay. I'm gonna put this on my to watch list. And we'll see. I'll see how it turns out later. But for the moment, we have a game to get into, don't we? The first episode is free on YouTube. Ah. I can do PvP as long as it's not against somebody I know. I get a bit too competitive. Well, I realized that I started having a problem, not just with doing online like competitive stuff, because I've done competitive games. I played like some Call of Duty type games or Halo or whatever, and I've had fun when the objective is to just have fun. But when the objective is to win and you don't win, it changes from I want to just play to have fun to I want to play to win. Well, your concept of fun goes to winning as fun, right? Not just playing the game. Like League of Legends, right? Like I used to play the game because the game was fun. Well, then it became that the only way to have fun was to win. And when you didn't win, you didn't have fun. I ended up starting to yell at my friends because that they would make decisions or mistakes that cost us to win, like caused us to lose. And I ended up starting to yell at them, and I realized I had this moment, a literal epiphany moment where I realized I just spent the last half hour yelling at my friends and not saying a single positive thing. And we lost. I don't want to do that anymore. So I just stopped. I just uninstalled the game and I stopped playing. And I've tried to stay away from those kinds of games since then because I didn't want to be that friend that just yells at his friends, right? I didn't want to be that person. So I just try to stay away from that. Hey, Timofey, welcome back, man. Well, okay, so some games have toxic communities and you can't really help that, right? But otherwise, I mean, what else are you gonna do? Nothing? Play nothing? At that point, it'd be better to play nothing at all. All right, let's pause that and we'll unmute the game. Sorry about that. Play other games? Yeah. Hey, Block Knight, how are you? What was the game? Oh, it was League that I was talking about. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. So, Duck Game. If you haven't seen it before, you know what? I bet you it's probably on sale right now on Steam. Duck Game. Duck Game. It is 20% off. So Duck Game is this platform shooter thing with ducks, but it's very, very comical. And there's some physics involved, which makes it even funnier. And it's purely just couch game, 4-player, Rudy Tooty. Well, it's not just 4-player anymore. I think it's up to 8 players. But anyways, that aside, we started playing that game with my friends, and it was just fun. It was just lots of fun because it was super hectic and super chaotic, and there were so many things that we were exploring and, you know, finding out and whatnot. Then it became a competition, right? About who got first, who got second, you know, and so on. I had to stop playing because I got too competitive. I just, you know, instead of playing to have fun, I played to win because winning was what was fun after a certain point. Look at Worm. Yeah, I can't do Worms either. I can't. It's got to be us versus an AI or us versus another team or not even. Can we have one more rendition of the Stellaris sea shanty? Sure. Let's do one more. Alright, let's mute Stellaris for a moment. All right, ready?
Come on, you young spacefarers, listen to me. I've seen you a song of our fish from the sea. And it's windy weather, boy, stormy weather. When the wind blows, then we're all together. Boys, blow ye winds, French word, and blow ye winds, blow. Out to the galaxy, steady she goes. Across the great dragon in search of our home. Through space to a place that's beneath waves and foam. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather. When the wind blows, then we're all together. Boys, blow ye winds, French word, and blow ye winds, blow. Out to the galaxy, steady she goes. The solar wind's taking us far. All through the space lanes and out to the stars. And it's windy weather, boy, stormy weather. When the wind blows, then we're all together. Boys, blow ye winds, French word, and blow ye winds, blow. Out to the galaxy, steady she goes.
So, when it comes to games, winning isn't the only objective that can be in a game. Most games, and this is the game design perspective, most games have an objective. They're supposed to have an objective. That way the player has a direction in which to, progress in the game. Usually the victory conditions are defeat the enemy team, get X amount of points, or whatever it might be. There is a goal to achieve victory, right? So for Stellaris, that might be wipe out everyone else. That might be, attain, situation log victory, attained maximum score, or whatever it might be. Whatever your goal is for victory, victory is usually the what is it called? The win condition, the victory condition, or it's called win condition. So since that's what's common in the game design, when it comes to a player interaction, a player can come up with their own objective, right? Like, for example, that's what achievements are. Achievements are like, hey, we will do this specific task and we'll give you a little reward for it. Maybe that's what you're going for. Maybe you're going for an achievement. Maybe you're just going to handicap yourself. Maybe you're playing in a particular style. Like, for example, for League of Legends, the point is to win, but you can have other objectives, personal objectives. Like, for example, one of them we had done before was I had done. Oh, and I will get to your question, Timofey. Give me a second. One of them was I don't know if you've ever heard of a thing called Ultimate Bravery in League of Legends. That was when you followed a website that would literally give you a random champion. It would tell you what spells you had to choose. It told you what items you had to choose, what skills you had to specialize in, and you had to play that particular way. Essentially, it was pigeonholing you into a very random cookie cutter build, and you had to do your best with it. And so your thought was, if I do great, I'm amazing. If I lose, it's because I was dealt a bad hand. It's a challenge, right? Playing a game without the express purpose of trying to win and still having fun can happen. It's not very common, but it can happen. Also, Timofey, to answer your question, when it comes to crises in this game, the average player is unable to defeat a 1x crisis because they just don't have enough experience or time in the game. The average crisis for a 1x crisis is roughly around in the 100,000-ish area for fleets, 100 to 200,000-ish. For a 25x crisis, the fleet powers you'll see are close to 5 to 10 million fleet power. 5 to 10 million fleet power on average. Average. Yes, average. Well, so Dawash, I definitely understand that. In this game, I'm like a very friendly, competitive person. I want to be the best, and I'll do what I can to be the best, but I won't go around betraying and killing other players to do so, right? Like, if there's another player that's being better than me, I might try to ally or absorb an AI so that I could surpass that other player, but I won't go out and espionage and destroy them just so I could win, because our goals, whenever we do, like, for example, like a community game, our goal isn't to be against each other. We could play separately and not really help each other, but the point is it's humans versus AI. And at that point, if the AI lose, we all win. Whether I was the proponent or like the main proponent in making that happen, as long as we all win, as long as the AI loses, we all win. I'm fine with that. Well, Timothy, that's like friendly aggressiveness, right? You have this little ritual with your friends where you play a game and you start getting a little bit toxic, little, like, you know, a little too competitive, where you start doing the name calling or whatever, but it's a part of that ritual. And outside of that little ritual, you don't do that. You don't treat your friends like that in public. You don't call them out or call them names like that. So it's a case by case basis, right? Wait, hold on. Before I do that, don't we have... We do. Okay. But we don't have megastructures yet. We're currently working on those. I would like to activate the megastructures, but I think we're going to do Scientific Revolution, and then we'll do the Desperate Measure. No, Scientific Revolution, then the Architectural Renaissance. Maybe that's science. That way we produce it even faster. Paradox games are a horrible example of PvP. Really? I wouldn't say so. No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, no. If you're talking about like competitive PvP, then it's probably not a good example, because there are so many variables that could give one person the advantage over another that it makes it completely unfair just by luck and RNG. I would agree that it's not a good competitive PvP game, but it is a fair PvP game in general. The X4 DLC is pirate themed? Oh yeah, no, I'm totally going to be playing that. And in fact, I'm going to be playing that enough, I'm probably not going to be able to think about playing anything else while that's happening. I am excited to start that. I'm very excited to start another. We had a little bit of dabbling with the pirate theme kind of stuff last time. I'm excited to see how far we could take it now that we've, you know, kind of started to learn the mechanics of it. It took us, we started as a pirate on the first day of that stream for X4, our pirate run. And I didn't even take my first pirate, I didn't even capture my first ship until the second day. Because I just didn't understand how the mechanic worked. Alright, are you guys going to join us yet? We have to start doing some massive wars in the galaxy right now. Yep. Alright, who's next? Let's go to war for these guys. We're not going to demand anything. We're simply going to bring them into the fold. That's what we're going to do. Especially if they have good relics. I mean, just imagine somebody getting like the Pox precursor versus the Cybrex precursor, right? Just totally different playing fields. And especially if they get lucky and they get it early. So most players don't finish their precursor event until like 100 years into the game. If they're unlucky, it's about 100 years. If they're lucky, I mean very lucky, they could finish it within the first 25 to 30 years of the game, which is insanely early. Could you imagine? And I've had this happen in my own playthrough. I've done a playthrough where I had all of my precursor events of the Cybrex completed before year 30. And I had the ability to begin research of megastructure engineering before year 40. I completed megastructure engineering by year like 50, 54, 50, something like that. Completed it. I could have done it much earlier, but I wanted to do more. I wanted to increase my engineering research before spending like 170 months trying to complete megastructure engineering. It was going to take forever in order to do that. And besides, I didn't even have the alloys in order to do anything with it. Even if I had megastructure engineering, I was only making like 100 alloys. That wasn't going to be enough to even start megastructures. The design unbalanced. How can that be fair? Spamming assassinations and Crusader Kings. Well, that's why I gotta... Well, okay. If you're saying every single game, I would agree that not every single game is balanced in PvP. But again, maybe if you're going to do a competitive one, maybe don't make it so then you have to do something to find out who the actual player is, who the other player is in the game. Right? And you just don't know who the other player is, what character they're playing as. You have to espionage in order to find out. I don't know. Also, you could just turn that off, right? There's an option in the game to disallow players from murdering other players with subterfuge. Well, and also, Ball, you have to understand that a lot of their games are, I mean, since they're all based on strategy, most of the strategy-based ones are also historical ones, right? Like if I had a competitive game of Hearts of Iron, right? Somebody trying to play as Poland versus somebody trying to play as Germany in a competitive game, I'm fairly certain Poland's not ever going to win. Unless the Germany player is probably really, really bad, which is possible. I mean, if I was playing as Germany, I'd probably lose. I mean, Ball, you could even make the argument that Age of Empires is also completely unfair because you might have a randomized map that's like, oh shoot, this guy has more water near him and less land to build, therefore he's at a disadvantage. Or this guy has more trees near him, he's got an advantage, and he, you know, then that means he's definitely going to win. Or it depends, right? There are very few pure competitive PvP games based out there. I know what cheese where Poland where you get some build time. There's also cheese and exploits, two different types of things for a topic of being fair. Apparently there are ways for you to get unlimited manpower in those games. Like, you know, try playing as Finland against Russia and surviving. A Russian player or the Soviet Union player and the Finland player. See how well that goes. More research. Is it research we're going for? Yeah, it is. Research. All right, let's move our ships into position now that we are... Actually, yeah, if I declared war on you, who all would we have to fight? Is it just the people to our right again? Oh, this is gonna be super easy. Oh, yeah. What is that? Sorry, what was that sound? Wait, is somebody like tickling you? Age of Empire maps are kind of symmetrical, somewhat, but they're not as symmetrical as like StarCraft is, right? StarCraft has usually very symmetrical maps, almost identically symmetrical. Same thing with like Supreme Commander, right? Have you guys watched any Supreme Commander competitive videos? They're so cool. Advantages through RNG cannot be compared to predetermined setup that is by design. Okay. That's very true. That is very true. You speak the true. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the true. Alright, we need one dude up here. We did the next guy down here. And then I need another one. Actually, no. We're gonna have the top two up here. We're gonna have the bottom two down here. And we should be able to just completely wipe them out now that we're gonna be using all of our ships. Hey, Lightning, how are you? I use big words and stuff. I done smart. Yes! I totally photosynthesized with that, dude. I completely photosynthesized with that. I love that joke. Completely photosynthesized with that conversation. Yeah. Good, how about you? I'm doing okay. I appreciate you asking. Had a little bit of a late start today. Most days are a late start. Okay, so we have two of these are guaranteed to be the megastructure ones. We have the Master Builders and the Galactic Wonders. The other ones are kind of just up in the air for what it is we want. Actually, no. Defender of the Galaxy is necessary. Megastructures is the other one. So actually, no, never mind. We have them decided. I just don't have megastructure engineering yet. We're about to get it in 8 months, so we're going to save that. Alright, let's get our men into position. We have the top fleet here with an army already following them. That's this army. I want this army to follow the top one.
We have mastered a new technology.
I want the other one to follow the southern fleet. Oh god, I'm gonna start sneezing here in a second. Whoo! Oh man. You wish there was more civilian stuff to do in Stellaris. Like what? As an example, like what? What might be something you'd like to do more for civilians? Because if anything, there's already... Oh, you mean something that's not worker and specialist? Like just your regular... Oh. Well, let's see here. Yeah, what would you add? Oh. You actually had a hydrate there? I'm sorry, I didn't even realize that. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize I had taken a drink. So... Oh, you're talking like manpower. Oh, stuff that doesn't feed into the industrial complex. Oh. I think it would be interesting if they added manpower to the game, although I'm grateful that they don't. I would find that to be an interesting mechanic to have to deal with, right? Having more food means you have more population to put into your ships. A lot of empires just don't really worry about food or don't really have food to worry about, right? Either that it's not a big deal to them, they just want to make sure that they're just above positive, and other than that, then they're fine. Having access doesn't do them any good. But what if they added manpower? Trade ships. That would be interesting. Although that would add a lot of possible problems to the game, like just, you know, just calculations in general. I don't know. I would like them to do more with the envoys. That's as close to civilian as I could think of. I see. So you want another possible win condition that's not solely based off of military might. Yes, more alloys. In fact, actually, we're gonna start pushing people over to the alloy worlds. These are gonna start being very important. A Leviathan has been defeated. What? Really? That's actually kind of startling. That somebody's able to defeat a Leviathan already? It might be the Khan or someone else that just happened to wander through its territory. Or maybe it wandered into an area it shouldn't have been. Amoeba. Fleet command limit. I'd like that. More ships, please. A Galactic Science Academy. I would like there to be more wonders in the game that are like Empire exclusive. And it's also based off of your governing ethics, right? Like if it was fanatic xenophobe, maybe having a special Empire infiltration thing that helps you increase your envoy's ability to be sneaky. Maybe that would be something if you complete the tradition tree for it. That would actually be amazing. That would change the meta. Everybody starts with discovery first, right? Almost everybody starts with discovery first. But imagine if you had, under the supremacy tree, at the very end you had like the Galactic Military Academy at the end of supremacy. And that allowed the first person who completed it to begin construction on something that takes a long time to complete and takes a lot of resources, that any ship that's produced from that system and any troops that are produced from that system are of elite quality or something like that. I don't know, whatever that might be. The prosperity, maybe they have the Galactic Bureau of Commerce, and if you build it on your planet first, then you get it, nobody else can build it, and that planet now has this special bonus. If somebody takes that planet, then now they get to have it. Maybe. Maybe under expansion, there's a Manifest Destiny monument that you build that any colonists from that planet you build it on, maybe people gravitate towards that planet much more. Like your growth on there from your migration is like doubled. So people grow on that empire so much more, and then you could move them to other planets at your whim. And maybe, I don't know, colony ships built from there are much cheaper. I think that'd be really cool. Hey, Rav, how you doing, man? How does it feel, Simus? You are a puppet to your viewers. You even drink on command? Oh, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a good question. How do you feel about if another person yawns? That you feel compelled to yawn? How do you feel if somebody says suddenly your tongue in your mouth can no longer find a spot that it's, you know, comfortable? How do you feel about that? Or if I feel the need to scratch my head, that it's itchy, that you don't feel the same? You tell me. I didn't yawn, just saying. Sure. Because I sure did. How did you feel about a restaurant style invasion system rather than just watching circles turn? Oh, a restaurant style. Oh, RTS style. What a. Okay, are you on mobile? Was that a typo? Or an RTS style invasion? I think that'd be pretty interesting if they at least had something. But that would require more micro. Maybe. Civ 5 did unique wonders. Yeah, exactly, right? No, but you're right. It is extremely frustrating if somebody else pours their resource and time into a wonder, only for somebody else to build it first. Maybe those wonders cannot start being built until the galactic community is formed. And then if you start building one, you can find out somebody else is also building it, and you can chance, okay, do I want to try going for it still? Do I want to, you know, spend my time and resources elsewhere? I don't know. Autocorrect is taking my IQ down. Well, it's like a restaurant-style invasion system. My entire brain was trying to comprehend how a restaurant-style invasion system would work. I'm thinking like do you take turns? Can you have multiple people down there? Do you give orders? Like, do you have like a menu of different ways you could set your troops? I'm just trying to understand how restaurant style works. Well, I was not understanding. Big brain plays restaurant style. Master builders. Yes. Good. Alright, what do we have as our first mega structure? Science Nexus, of course. Oh, all those got eliminated. Well, we're about to go to war. We may as well reactivate them. Are we still just... Oh. Okay, good. Are we still only doing, lasers right now? Or did it change? Nah, it's still just lasers. You need X weaponry. We not have anything else? How come I can't say this? A ship design. Really? Another ship design exists? Because I gotta say, I only have like 5 ship designs here. How about... Poseidon. I have no idea how to spell Poseidon. There we go. Forgive me. I don't know how to spell Poseidon. A la carte or no, yeah. Yeah, you gotta sit down, you gotta have your appetizers first, you know, a little bit of a probing attack. Alright. Declare war, bring it to the fold, done.
We have declared war on the vile Xenos.
The vile Xenos. Yes. Very vile, very Xenos. Excuse me. Why can't I enter this system? You know what? Hey, I'm going to bring you into the fold too, then.
We have declared war on the contemptible Xenos.
You wouldn't let me in your system. I have to declare war. I gotta get through somehow. I made you look at my message. You read it. You wasted your time, priceless seconds of your life on my bidding. How do you feel about that? Well, you see, I am a streamer, and it's kind of my duty to read chat, regardless of if I respond or not. So, if anything, I was doing my due diligence and you just made it easier for me.
One of our spaceports is under attack.
Already? Really? Where? One of our spaceports is under attack. Oh, these guys. Oh. Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Ah, yes. Hostile Xenofleets. You
Hostile
want nothing.
Xeno fleet detected.
You will be destroyed. So
Xeno
easily.
station engaged.
So easily. Poor Dolphin, he was eaten so early. I know, right? I know. But here's the thing, though. Chat had a choice. So on the Paradox page, chat had a vote that they could say, do we want the turkeys to be eaten? Or do we want them to be vassalized and subjugated? And chat chose to eat them. So if you want to be upset with anyone, be upset with them.
We have mastered a new technology.
It's entirely their fault. Yes, Science Nexus, please. All right, we need to choose a spot for our Science Nexus. All right, let's just build an additional construction ship down here. I want our Science Nexus to be close to home because this is a pretty protected area back here. It's really hard to get to this spot. There's no back door. Sad turkey feast. I gotta say, Dolphin did an incredible job doing his role play. I mean, the effort he went through to hide underneath of his desk and talk through the puppet, it was great. It was awesome. And then when the power went out, that was great. You know how the drench machine? Ah, the drowner, as Mordaith would say. Our captain, we have the drowner. I don't do that very well.
One of our spaceports has been lost.
No.
One of our spaceports has been lost.
What? Oh, shoot. Was this place mine? Oh, because House Harkonnen. Yeah, that's right. Huh. I forgot about that. Oops. I realized after the vote that it was Dolphin Civ. Oh, man. Captain, they killed the dragon and ate it. And then at the end he's like, what? That was such a great, like, complete silence, and then like the zoom in just like, what? That's not supposed to happen. Oh man, that was great. Berg did an awesome job too. He deserves the high praise for his roleplay he did. Absolutely high praise. Hey, testing, how are you? Delicious steak dragon. Well, it was sushi. It was sushi. It was space sushi. That's what it was. I mean, hey, if anything, Ronald Stump told me he wanted to have happened. I followed my orders.
Construction complete.
Ronald Stump told me he wanted some
Hostile
space sushi.
Fleet detected.
I made it happen. I was just following orders. Alright, please follow this other fleet while we are replenishing your troops. Let's take a moment and... Okay, so all of our worlds seem to be okay right now when it comes to population. Yeah, his turkey stood out compared to everyone else. He did a phenomenal job. He really did. I was so proud of him. He did such an awesome job. No doubt they're gonna re-invite him back. Yes, unseen ripples in the galactic community. I'm sorry, what is this? Foolish biomorphs, your lack of respect you show your elders will be your undoing. Prostrate yourself before us and beg for our forgiveness. And we may refrain from annihilating you. Excuse me? Holy Guardian Ascendancies. Did I didn't take one of their holy worlds, did I? I hope not. Where are you guys? I don't even know where you are right now. You guys are beneath my notice. No, seriously, where are you? Let's go by power. You guys. Oh. Oh, you're right next to me. Why don't you like me? Oh! You have a casus belli against me now. You're angry. Probably because I became the crisis. Or at least they could tell I'm becoming the crisis. Also, Cringer did an amazing job playing as the dwarves. He had so many funny things to say. It was great. He did such a good job role playing. Okay, well, you see, I don't want to have to deal with you right now. Monthly influence, diplomatic weight. Diplomatic weight, I don't really care about right now. Monthly influence, I do care about, but not to an insane degree right now. The happiness, however, we just became robots, so that's not a huge deal. It's 10 years. I think I'll accept this because I'm not quite ready to deal with them yet. We do have close to fleet power where we might be able to start, you know, fending them off, but we're not ready yet. They still have more than us, and we need more time. So another 10 years is exactly what I'd like to have. All right, now let's have you guys destroy this fleet here. We are aspiring to be the crisis. We will do the architectural renaissance. Oh, do we actually have? We don't have any living metal. How come I never get living metal anymore? How is that such a difficult thing to obtain? I used to get that all the time. And now I hardly ever get living metal. It's so saddening. Let's see here. Let's check our worlds again. I need to make sure that our planets here, you have very few jobs left, and you have very few jobs left. You have enough that we might be able to absorb one empire, but we're going to need another dedicated world. We're going to need a few dedicated worlds as we start taking over others. Alright, like you. You can now be accessed, so why don't we have you come over here. You can be another one of those worlds. Oh shoot, people have to go the long way around. That's gonna be dangerous for them. Alright, let's change some of you. You're at 16. Are you in combat yet? No, they managed to escape. Very well, then let's take this station and then we'll go chase them down. Titans. L-gates. You know what? We should probably try the L-gate system. We should probably try for the L-gates. Alright, you need to continue this way. Where is my troops? There you are. You're just a little behind.
Incoming transmission.
Oh. Oh! Hey! Friends! Yeah! Okay, no, I guess you're not that friendly. Nope. Sorry! I can't guarantee your safety in the grand scheme of things. Alright, I want you guys to come down here and see if we can catch them. We probably won't. We're pretty fast.
Ship is under attack.
Question is, how fast are we? Who? And where? Oh no. Wait a minute, what? Wait, what? Okay. That's not good. That is not good at all. We're going to, we're gonna need some backup back here. Who went up here? You're involved here? Wait a second, wait a second. That's the Khan. The Khan is over here.
We have claimed a new world for our people.
It's not actually somebody we're at war with, it's the Khan that came over there. All right. To another bureaucratic world. Hey, Captain, how are you, man? I'm doing a little bit better. I appreciate that. Timothy, that's wonderful to hear. I'm glad I was able to make your day just a little bit better. I hope you have a good night. If anyone can, Genghis Khan. You have multiple moat harvesting spots. We might make you into another another refinery world. Wait, can my colony ships jump? Colony ships can jump? Yes! Colony ships can jump? That's awesome. We should definitely use that more. Wog. Tuwa. Yes. I found out not too long ago that apparently it's not wog. That they say war, but they can't say it properly. It's just wa. There is no G. At least so I've been told. I don't actually know how accurate that is. Alright, let's get these troops to land on this planet here. I wish I could give shift commands to troops. That'd be so nice. Where are my other ships? There you are, you're down here. Alright, let's have the 25K go this way. And we'll have... Now, how many do you have here? Oh yeah, the 25 would be enough. The 16, I want you to go down this... Oh, wait, hold up. No, it's because their fleet moved. Alright, chase down their fleet then.
Hostile Xeno fleet engaged.
Alright, Elgate inside. Juggernaut. Let's get a Juggernaut. No, I'm not ready to build the Juggernaut. That would be a waste of materials. Let's do the upgrade. Red goes faster, yes! You're not pronouncing it right unless you scream it. Oh, I don't think I'm going to scream it. I'm going to have somebody come into my room and be like, is everything okay? What's going on in here? Why are you yelling? You don't need to yell on stream. Why are you yelling?
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Trust me, it's very necessary for me to yell on stream. Alright, Captain, have a good day, man. Thank you for stopping by.
Hostile Xeno fleet
Hopefully
detected.
we might be able to get a game going this weekend. Oh, okay, well. That went way more poorly than I was anticipating it would. Crystal has been shattered. Alright, you guys need desperate repairs.
One of our stations is under attack.
And somebody has very low stability. Why? Because your amenities is super low. There we go. First contact aborted. Alright, somebody must have been destroyed.
Processing.
Testing! Thank you so much for the follow, my friend. I really appreciate that a lot, dude. Thank you. Guys, we orcs, you dunderhead! I can't do that. I just don't have the practice for the accent. Cause we's orcs. Alright, we need more... Yeah, we need more alloys. Alloys. Alright, let's get you over here. We'll get you over here. Is there anyone else that we have... we can absorb? I don't think so. Not at the moment. We need more fleets. We need more fleets, we need more alloys, then we'll need more naval capacity. Wait, you're under attack? Oh, okay, never mind. You're following a fleet. Yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Get 'em, boys. A follower? Hide them before they get subscribed? Yeah, that's true. Hey, hamster. Ace! Ace Cow. How you doing, dude? It's been a while. I'm actually scrolling up in chat to make sure I didn't miss you talking before, because I would have hoped to have caught that.
Invading Xeno lair.
Look how fast this other fleet is, my word.
We have mastered a new technology.
Good. Naval, let's do fleet command. Yeah, we're going to need more naval capacity at some point. Strategic Coordination Center would be really good.
Xeno lair secured.
All right, you already have this stuff queued up. You are repaired. Let's have you take these two systems and then head south. And see if you could take out this guy. Almost graduated, then maybe I could finally dive into Stellaris. Okay, well, good luck. So you're close to graduation. Well, congratulations, dude. That is quite the feat in life.
We have mastered a new technology. Construction complete.
Construction complete. We can use this to repair. All right, now this fleet needs to head backwards and take all of these systems. I'll actually go straight for that one. Alright, Science Nexus has been completed. Let's get the other non-repeatables out of the way. Science Nexus. Science Nexus, Science Nexus. Snexus. Synexus. I need more alloys. No! I need more alloys. Give me my alloys. Please. I need my alloys.
Xeno invaders are defiling one of our planets.
I'm sorry, what? Somebody's invading me? Oh, it's one of these worlds. Oh shoot, that is one of my actual planets. I didn't even notice. Okay, that's because I absorbed these guys. I need to defend this area. I've been ignoring it. Is that going to
Our
cause
planet
any
has been
science problem?
occupied by alien filth.
It does not. Okay. Yeah, so what if it's been occupied? Not a huge deal. Alright, we need more people working on alloys. More alloys. Resettle. We need to start getting those Mega Forge upgrades. There's still so much of the map we haven't seen yet. The Conservation Act actually passed. I don't think I've ever seen that thing pass before. To be honest, I really don't think I have. Okay. Let's activate... We're gonna do the Will to Power next. Actually, no, we're gonna do the Grand Fleet, because that gives us naval capacity and the ship upkeep reduction. Yes, that's what we'll do next. Okay, ships. You need more orders. I want you... Just go to town, dude. Alright, good. Come down here and take these guys out first. Oh, never mind, they're gone. So, take this, then go down here. I need you to clean up the rest of this stuff back here. Alright, come back here and take these guys out. Arc emitters, yes! Good. Okay. Alright. Destroyers, battleships. Battleship sounds like a good idea. So, Ace Cow, do you own the game? Really? Pirates? Right now? I mean, we could jump back there and deal with them.
We have mastered a new technology.
More alloys needed. You know, I could... Here, let's go through all of our plants real quick and make sure we don't have any unnecessary jobs. namely clerks. If anybody's working clerks, we're gonna strip them. I mean, we're gonna fire them and move them to a different location. I said strip because they're robots. Strip them for parts. Oh, there's one. Okay, so we do have one that is unemployed now. The view. You hear that? If you're working on an incorrect job, you're gonna get stripped. Sure, why not? Exploit resource. It's a rare resource. So, anybody have any holiday plans coming up? I'm gonna be hanging out with my family for Thanksgiving. Yes, more alloys. We need to begin this soon. 1,000 left still. I'll buy what I can. There we go. Put it on this world, above the molten world. Seems like a cool spot. Is there anyone else that I can try taking from? You know what? We have so many people making food. We have so many people making food that we could have them doing other jobs. Hold on. I wanna do something here for a moment. Okay. Now we're making next to no food. I want to fill these guys out until we don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright. So these guys are good. Yeah, no, you're fine. Alright, then this guy needs to be filled out. And then we'll just reactivate those jobs. Oh shoot, I'm out of money. Sell a few thousand of these. That should be enough. Use social distancing as the perfect excuse. I understand that. I really do. That resonates within me. Just dinner with the family. Nice. Gonna stay home with the family this New Year's. First time in 5 years. There's also another lockdown. Ah, okay. That also makes sense. Cave cleaner? Hold the phone. Cave cleaner? Excuse me? Cave cleaner. How about no? How about no? We're not gonna have a cave cleaner job. All right, now all these other jobs, we're gonna go back, we're gonna re-allow all of them. And we're gonna see what that does to our food. We should stay fine. Our energy credits are gonna drop because we're not selling as many. Oh yeah, no, we're still fine. We're still doing pretty good. I will take a couple more from these worlds so we can do... No, not one of you. Where's Akrux? There we go. Let's do you now. You have 3 more. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Fantastic. Perfect. Okay, that should do even better now. We're going to lose a little bit more food. We're going to be making a lot more energy credits. There we go. Look at that. And we're making 300 alloys now. Even better than before. Alright, now people do need to be moved around, it looks like. So that's something we're going to be doing. We definitely need that planet back, though. Okay, mineral world, ocean world. You are an energy world. You are a huge energy world. Holo theater. Everybody needs a holo theater. Every planet needs one. If I'm gonna have all these planets without... Oh man, what are they doing inside my territory? They are snaking their way around. You know what? No. I'm sick and tired of you just going through my stuff. I'm gonna destroy you before you have a chance to leave. L cluster beckons. Do we have an L cluster, like an L gate, in our territory? I really hope we don't, because it looks like somebody else is gonna get there first. Okay, doesn't look like we do. Wait. Yes, we do. That's not good, because we have no station there built. We should probably build that. Hey, Alpha, how are you, man? Yes, I would like to extend the deal. Good. Alright, let's have you take the station. Then go here, 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 then here. Start taking that stuff back. Perfect. Alright, you go here. Next. Where's our next objective?
We have mastered a new technology.
I'm not looking forward to the L-gate system to open up. We're not quite ready for that yet. Threat level alpha detected.
We have mastered a new
Where
technology.
are you moving? You're just stacking up on each other. Wow, hold up. How big is that now? 12,000? Okay. Let's get our mega fortress completed. That should be really nice for more resources. Let's have you go down here. Actually, no, go this way. There you are. There's a lot going on here. We need more fleets. We need more alloys. That's our biggest thing right now, is we need more alloys. How's the playthrough coming along? It's coming along okay.
We have mastered a new technology.
You know, besides our mistakes that we've made, which were somewhat numerous. Well, it's not that they were numerous mistakes. It was that we made a couple of big mistakes. The biggest one is becoming robotic. We should have gone for genetic engineering, the genetic mastery, because becoming robotic means that we lost our aquatic bonus, and that means that since we lost the aquatic bonus, choosing the hydrocentric trait, we lost half of its bonus. Because we no longer, because it says there, species with the aquatic trait gave 50% better benefits or greater benefits for living in ocean worlds. We're no longer aquatic, so that whole part of the Ascension perk is useless to us. All this does now is just lets us increase the size of our planets with the ice melter or whatever. That's it. So essentially, it's a wasted perk, which is kind of saddening. Grand fleets, yes. More fleet power, please. Yeah, it was a mistake. Hey, Dolphin, how are you, my friend? Welcome back. Eek, 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 eek. I don't speak Dolphin. Please translate for me. I wonder if I went to Google and I asked Google to translate eek, 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 eek for me, what language it would try to understand. What language would it assume you were speaking? Oh yeah, these guys need to follow my other fleet. I want you guys to follow this fleet, please. Is there any other habitable or inhabited worlds that we didn't take back? Oh, this one was. Shoot. I was not paying attention. Alright, where are my other ships then? You guys, I need you guys to jump, if possible. Wait, how far away is that? Oh, that's down here. Okay. Alright, we'll just have this guy jump then. Order 66. Execute Order 66. Yes. Of course. Of course that's what that means. Run down, exhausted, tired, ill, sore throat, curling in dressing ground? Really? Okay, I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling good, dude. That sucks. Otherwise good. Well, I'm glad you're in high spirits. Even though it sounds like there's a lot of bad stuff going on. You ever find yourself being too impatient for the game you're playing? Like, well, I mean, I've had things in like Crusader Kings where like, hey, guess what? You need, for like an objective, I want to build up a building, and like, guess what? You still have to have this discovery made before you can do that. And the discovery's like, guess what? It's gonna take 100 years to complete. Even if you're focusing on it, I'm thinking like, oh my god, I don't want to have to wait 100 years to get this done. So yeah, I've definitely felt impatient in some of the games. Has it been to my detriment? Not yet. Not that I remember. Probably because I suppressed it. I suppressed those memories.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Crush them. Wipe them out. All of them. Ooh, I'm glad I did not drag those other guys into this little battle here. That might not have ended well for me.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected. Let's have you guys fall back here. Yeah. We gotta fall back for a moment. We need to repair. I want these guys to still stay strong. Strong. Let your hate flow through you. Oh shoot, I lost a fleet? Wait, what? Oh. Okay. That's a problem. I didn't realize that they had such a large fleet. Clearly I need more ships. Clearly I need more. Okay, let's get some battleships involved. The Poseidon. Yes, good. Good. Oh. Ugh. Oh. Charlie's actually in his bed. Hold on. You know what that means? We can actually turn the cat cam back on. That's right. Sneak up on him. Don't let him know. Hold still. Don't move. He's looking. Stay very, very still. Right, a little closer. Shh. Wait till he closes his eyes. Okay, a little closer. Oh no. I think he spotted us. Wait, no, he didn't. Alright, a little closer. Oh no, he spotted us. That's a good boy, Charlie. Big teethers.
What big teeth you have?
There we go. Oh. You guys enjoy that? Oh. See? Charlie, everyone. The star of the show. The true star of the show. Adorable little kitty. He is super comfy. Ripstorm, thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. It's very well known that cats can see the Twitch viewers through the camera lens. Oh, you hear that? You hear that, everyone? He can see you. Huh? Oh, buddy. No, just stay in your bed. Stay in your bed. Stay. Just lay down. It's fine. It's fine. You're fine. You're fine. Just stay. Just don't get up. Oh my god. He's gonna get up. This is a high-res cam. These are the Logitech C920s. I think that's what they are. I think I have my camera in a lower resolution than Charlie's camera. Because clearly that's more important, right? New point goal, give Charlie pets. Ooh. Maybe. All right, how long until you come back? 3 years? Well, really 2 years, but still 2 years? Frick, dude. Okay, you need way more reinforcements, my friend. And you need to repair badly. Might as well give him some treats while he's up. You know what? Okay, fine. You've convinced me. Alright? Watch. Watch him. The moment I move my keyboard, he's watching my hands. He gets up out of his seat. Of course you do. Hey, Charlie. You want to say hi? Yeah. What? Gotta say hi to everyone. That's the rules. You gotta wave. Gotta wave to everyone. Gotta say hi. Yeah. Okay. I'll put you down a little bit. There you go, buddy. Ready? Okay, fine. Just give me a kiss first. Can I get a kiss? Yeah, that's a good boy. Thank you. All right, let's get you your treats, buddy. Yes, it's treat time. Hey, I'm gonna give you treats, don't you worry. All right? That's part of the deal. Let's mute the game for the moment. Cat. He's a kitty cat. And he dance, and a dance. Oh, don't you worry, you'll get plenty of treats. Well, how much is plenty, right? Alright, ready? That was my finger, buddy. You just bit my finger. I tried, dude. Charlie. There you go. Alright, after this, we're getting back to the gameplay, okay? Charlie bit my finger. Yeah. There you go. Good boy. Wait, this isn't gameplay? I know, right? Destroy the trees. Alright. Here's one right there. There you go. That's a good boy. Good boy, Charlie. There you go. See, that's so much easier when you don't try to bite my fingers, huh? Was that stuck in your teeth or something? Ow! Alright, that, you bit me. You absolutely bit me. Alright, last one. Last one. Right up there. There you go. There you go. That's it. That's all I have. There's some dust. You want the dust? There you go, buddy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Huh? Oh, what? Yeah, that's it. That's all there is. A little bit of dust right there. You want the dust? There you go. Good boy. Yeah. All right. That's it. That's all there is, Charlie. Good boy. There you guys go. Some kitty treats. I love you, buddy. Huh? Mwah. I love you. Good boy. All right. We are at war with how many empires right now? 4? Yeah, I think we're at war with 4 empires. We do have an ally in this war, but they're not really doing anything. Roma's doing nothing at all. Let's get a gateway construction completed. Alright, let's get you guys repaired. We'll work on you guys going up north to stop these guys.
The revolting Xenos have declared war on us.
I'm sorry, what? Oi! I'm already in a war with several people. You're getting involved in this too? Fine, I will bring you into the fold as well. In fact, I mean, I could peace out of some of these wars, but now I'm at war with how many? 5. 5 empires. Problem is that the group that I'm actually warring with right now is not getting involved. So like these guys, right? These are the ones who I declared war with in order to absorb, and they're not even really being a part of this right now. We haven't taken any of their lands, so even if I wipe peace out of them, I wouldn't really take any of them. Oh, I don't know why I did that other war. I could have just jumped over the territory instead. That was really silly of me.
We have mastered a new
I mean,
technology.
these guys here, we could try suing for peace and doing a status quo. Although, do you own... Yeah, you actually have several of my territories under your control, so I need to take those back first before I status quo. Let's have both groups go there. Destroy them at the same time. These guys aren't even ready. Oh, there's one of their fleets. Oh, they're going to go into my allies' territory. Okay. Not a huge deal. Yes, double fleet power. Alright, let's take out these guys too. They should arrive there at the same time. Alright, Scurvy Dogs. I didn't even know that you guys had that name. Alright, let's have you guys go down here. Start taking that stuff back. So we do have some of their stuff here. Just not a lot. Alright, we need more alloys so we can build up our fleets better. As well as getting more fleets. So you're maxed, you're nearly maxed. You need 2 more people working here. There's 1. There's 2. Now you can use a lot of people. There's 1. Okay, nobody else needs to be moved. Should give us a little bit more. We can also buy some. So some of you. So some of you. 1,000, 1,000, and then buy some apparently because we can't afford otherwise. Look at Charlie cleaning himself. What a cutie. Yeah, we should start another fleet. Great fleet. Let's do Titan, battleships, corvettes. We will fill you up with as many as we can. And then we'll send you off to this location to defend. Or maybe over here. I'm not quite sure yet. I should have built you from this point. This state. Wait, what? There we go. No. Didn't we have a shipyard up here somewhere? There's one. Okay. I'm actually gonna do that. Let's do... No, whatever. We'll just let that complete. Not a big deal. There.
Invading Xeno lair.
Good. Oh yeah, 1,500. That should be enough. As long as we don't lose too many.
We have mastered a new technology.
Hey Benny, how are you, man? I've never seen this game before, but I've heard about it. What have you heard? If I may ask. Science Nexus construction. Nice. Okay, we can begin the next stage. Oh, we need 15,000. I forgot about how expensive that was. Oh man, that hurts my heart. Okay, well, we need more people working in alloys then, don't we? Can we sacrifice more food production? Oh, you needed to be reactivated. I forgot about that. Alright, there's 9 here. You guys need to be reactivated. Alright, that's 500. Let's deactivate you for the moment. We'll stop selling all these. We'll go down to this guy here. We'll move several of you, or many of you, I guess. There we go. Then we'll reactivate these. People will fill those jobs back up. It'll be fine. That should help us significantly with our alloys. We're at 444. We are now at 535 or 538. We are losing some food, but that shouldn't last very long. It's like a space game that is made by the makers of Crusader Kings 3. You are correct. That is true. I mixed this game up with the Stellaris project game. Are you talking about Sins of a Solar Empire? So I can see both of those being potential mix-ups. Wow, my ally is actually trying to get rid of these pirates. That's very nice of him. This game is like a mixture between Sins of a Solar Empire and Civ 5, if you've played those games. I highly recommend this game. Alright, you've already taken that. I need you to go this way. Prevent them from going any further. I need you to go this way. Oh, they have a lot of ships down there. Alright, then in that case, we might actually give you some backup real quick. So we can take those guys out. Where are my troops? You're still taking the planet. That's a lot of dudes. So, like any X4 game, it has expand, it has exploit, and it has exterminate. We started off in our wonderful little system here of our aquatic planet. We began to branch out and explore our surroundings. We managed to take a couple of planets and we expanded our territory. We started to exploit the resources around us, and now we are exterminating our enemies. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say enemies, more like our neighbors, who then became our enemies. We just don't need them anymore. They don't need to be neighbors. They need to be a part of us. You see, we were aquatic species, and then we ascended into biomorphic entities. We are essentially robots, but a lot more wet. Far more wet, I suppose. I don't know. We used to be the catfish people. We used to be these guys. We were aquatic as catfish, as a play on word, because I thought it was funny. And we became robotic. Dr. Robotnik. Can you take this real quick, please? Just take that. Take this system, then destroy these guys. And then come back here. Fleet command limit, sure. We need far more alloys right now. Our current fleets that we have will have to do for the moment, because otherwise we're not going to be able to get any work done. Alright, you guys took that system. I need you guys to take this. Is it expensive? Because you only have like $4. The base game right now is like $7.99 US. But if you'd like to play it, and you don't have the funds to do so, there is an alternative. You can also get the game from the Xbox Game Pass, and I believe the first month for the Game Pass is only $1. So you can spend $1, set up a Game Pass, and then cancel your subscription. Now then you only spend $1. Granted, it's more of a rent than a buy, but... No worries, Corsa. I appreciate that you stopped by when you could. Alright, we're gonna wait a moment. Because they have way more shippies than I do. And I mean, I need my backup to arrive.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected. We have
They
mastered a new
stopped.
technology.
Of course they stopped.
Invading Xeno lair.
Destroying our hull points increase is nice. We should do that. The outcluster. Oh no. Great. They haven't opened it yet, but they are about to. And we are not prepared. Alright, shoot. Where is our strongest starbase? Even our strongest starbase is not ready for that. I don't even know if I should even bother building that starbase. Nah, that's not going to be good. We probably shouldn't do that. Have you heard of the game Long Dark? It sounds very familiar. I feel like I have, but I'm not entirely certain. Why do you ask? Gosh dang, man, we should not be at war with so many entities. We're at war with 5 empires all at once. Alright, why don't you guys move in here and destroy them? Ah, there we go.
We have mastered a new
The
technology.
battle has begun. Our fleets are doing a phenomenal job. Good work, men. How many did they lose? They lost a lot of corvettes, a lot of destroyers, and that's about it. What did we lose? We lost 2 cruisers. That's kind of expensive, but I'd say it was worth it. We did a good job in that battle. Should probably repair. Why don't we take the next system and then we'll repair at that system. Take the station. It's a winter survival game. Oh. Yeah, it is a pretty cool light show. I do like seeing that kind of stuff. Powder kegs? Interesting name. Ooh, our food is a little low, if you ask me. Should probably move people back to these food planets. So we can, you know, not starve our people, because it seems like that's exactly what I did on accident. We're making a lot of alloys. We need those
We have
alloys.
mastered a new technology.
That may have been a mistake. Okay, posture check. I see. Okay. Give me a second. Oh, do you hear that? A pop on the lower back? Have you been spending a lot of time in this game? Are you talking about the game in general or this specific match? Because this specific match has only been going on for a couple days now. Like, we started on Monday. I think it was Monday that we started on. We started late on Monday. But I have many. This match in specific, yeah, we've been playing, let's see here, it was about 3 hours one day, then 4 or 5 hours yesterday, and we're only an hour and a half in today, so maybe 8 hours-ish, something like that. So I take it that ascension perks are permanent. They are. You cannot change them once they've been chosen, unfortunately. Yeah, that would be pretty broken if you could, though. Imagine being able to ascend yourselves into robotics and then change it around to doing something else. I mean, I would like to be able to remove some, right? Doing the hydrocentric perk was nice when we were aquatic, but now that we're no longer aquatic, we don't retain that bonus. I thought we might still retain it, becoming synthetics. We might be aquatic synthetics, but no, that didn't work. That's not how that part of the game is supposed to operate. So our test came out bad. It was just a bad decision. Oh well. What are you gonna do? It was a test. That's part of the fun. Alright, I need you guys to chill at the station and repair yourselves. I need one of you to... Actually, we could just chill right here. Did we take all this stuff back? We did not. You've taken this system. I need you to jump to this one and take this. Right here. Testing? Yeah, I mean, the test was a success. We tested it. We completed the test. The result was just not a positive result. That's the problem. It was not a positive result. Did we not take this? Alright, come here, take this real quick. Actually, take this, then go here, then here. Alright, more food needed. Let's move you to a food world. And move you to a food world. And you as well. There we go. That should help out just a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. All in the name of science. Yeah, I mean, imagine if it did work. We could still keep those bonuses. It'd be so nice. It would have been a really nice, powerful boost to ourselves if we could stay aquatic and keep those bonuses. However, we couldn't because otherwise it would have been broken. It would have been broken. Here, we'll show you. Check it out. So on the species, if you mouse over the aquatic, it tells you exactly what it is you get. You get additional food, energy, and minerals on those worlds. You also get housing usage reduction, right? And you also get hull strength increase from animals who have this bonus. So there are several bonuses that are really nice. And if you have the hydrocentric perk, it increases that bonus by 50%, which means that your species produces food, energy, and minerals 15% more. Now, imagine having on your traits the minerals increase, the energy increase, and the aquatic let's see here, if I did a create template, what is it called? The agrarian one. Oh, you can't do that as an aquatic, I don't think. Actually, no, it's right here. Agrarian. 15% more food. That's 30% now you're making. Additional food, or energy, or minerals. That's a lot. That's a huge bonus. Especially if you have anything else that increases it. Like, for example, your edicts. Capacity subsidies. Output increased by 50%. Minerals. Output increased by 50%. Farming. Output increased by 50%. All of these modifiers stacking on top of each other just makes you produce ridiculous amounts of resources. Hey, nerd. How are you, man? Yeah, anglers. Well, how's the run going? It's going okay. We are not in a place that I feel very comfortable as far as doing 25 times crisis runs are, you know, involved. But I will say that we decided to do the crisis perk early so we could start absorbing other empires to fight the endgame crisis. By the way, yes, guys, Nerd Rage Fred in the chat here is the one of the protagonists from the Stellaris roleplay event. So it would have been, yeah, it would have been better if we had done the genetic one so we could just modify everybody else to become like us versus my entire race becoming robotic. But, you know, what are you gonna do at this point? There's not really much we can. We're gonna deal with what we have and do what we can. Okay, so finally this fleet came back. We're gonna modify it. You guys are this fleet. You are supposed to have, okay. Actually, no, you'll be fine. All right, so we're gonna upgrade you. I'm going to repair as well. Let's have you come to the station and heal yourselves up. Okay, let's have you go here. And you should go backwards. You should go this way now. Now that we've taken those out. Actually, no. Come here, then take this station, then go for these ones. There we go. So, Nerd, what have you been up to, man? So what kind of run are you doing? We have the enemies on Grand Admiral difficulty, and we are also doing a 25 times crisis. So the crisis strength is 25 times the normal strength of the game. So the end game fleets, if you may have thought that I had a lot of fleet power in the event for the roleplay, that's nowhere near compared to what a 25 times crisis is capable of. So I'm sure you fought a crisis before. I don't know if you fought a 25 times crisis, but the first fleet that comes out is anywhere between 5 million to 10 million fleet power. A single fleet, not all other fleets combined. A single fleet, 5 to 10 million for the first fleet that comes out. Then there are other ones that are 2 to 5 million that will appear afterwards. But yeah, a single fleet. And they just poop them out. Millions of fleet power all over the map. We've done 25 times crisis runs before, and we have been successful in a non-cheeky way. But that was doing playstyles that I was very comfortable with, or far more comfortable with. And now we're doing runs in playstyles I'm not comfortable with. So I have no idea how well we're going to survive, if at all. But we have done crisis runs. We've done 2 or 3 different crisis runs as 25 times crisis without any date modifiers. And we have been victorious. As long as they arrive one by one, we should be fine. Yeah, as long as they do like the good old enemies of the protagonist where they just line up in a line and you fight one, then the next, then the next. Yeah, maybe. How does one succeed? Never stuck with Stellaris long enough to see the big events. So, your biggest resource in the game is your population. If you really want to do well, it's about population. Population is what gets you all of your major resources. Your energy, minerals, food, consumer goods, alloys, all of that is, the majority of that population or production is based off of what it says right up at the top. It's jobs. 900 from jobs, 1,000 from jobs, 1,200 from jobs, 600 from jobs. Now, energy and minerals can also come from stations or mega structures. By the way, you kind of need those to survive 25 times crisis, by the way. You need mega structures. Or at least maybe we could try doing I wonder if we could do a challenge where we do no mega structures and still defeat a 25 times crisis. Maybe. 25 times crisis seems insane. It is! It is! It's very hard. It is very difficult to complete. But I like that challenge. See, jobs for energy, 2,700. We have 890 population. Population is where it's at. If you have enough planets and you have enough population, you can pretty much do anything. I've been so sick, just got back to the internet. Doing the pirate death cult angler dolphin Swolgrin run earlier as a meme. How come that got stopped by the auto mod? That's weird. It didn't like the word gotten? Interesting. By the way, nerd, I gotta say, I loved your puns during the event. They were really funny. I really liked them. Should we jump with you? Let's get you into combat. We need you. We need you to start causing problems. You're headed up. I actually want you to head south. You start, you start taking that stuff out. You will be the cleanup crew behind. At least for the moment. Come over here and take this before they get any further. Dolphin! Gifting a tier 1 sub to Nerd Rage. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you, Dolphin, for your generosity. Automod is weird. Yeah, absolutely. It blocks some words that it's supposed to block, and then it will be like, hey, guess what? The word pet, not allowed. We're not allowing the word pet. Why? P-E-T, pet? Like, that's not okay? Nope. It's inappropriate. How? How is that inappropriate? I don't know. The Automod just thinks so. All right, let's take those. And now you have access to our wonderful emotes, all based around our wonderful cat, Charlie. Charlie. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Huh, sleepy kitty? Huh, buddy? Yeah. Aw. You're a good boy. Sorry for those of you who do not like cats, but we love cats here. You don't have to love a cat more than a dog to enjoy a cat. Are you... Did you actually finish this? What is with all this? What's with all this debris? Okay, 240. Okay, no, that's good enough. That would be more than enough. How are we doing on the war score now? I don't like it when these wars last so long. We should just piece out of some of them. And take what we have. As long as we take some of these other planets back, that's the big thing. You take this planet, and then we'll jump and we'll take these other planets back. Then we'll peace out, and we should be good. We need those planets back. Good job. You currently have a cat on your lap, so you agree? Well, hopefully the cat will let you
The
move it.
Xeno Empire has somehow deciphered our language.
Alright, ooh, that's a lot of dudes. Yeah, why don't we take these two and then head back here? Actually, take this one, and then chill here and repair. That's a lot of ships. Let's get you... No, I need to stop spending! I need to get my Science Nexus done. The Science Nexus is very important. Whoa! You came through a wormhole? Oh, no. Alright. We definitely need to piece out of one of these wars so I can bring my ships back, because that is unacceptable. Right there. Very unacceptable. You, I could piece out. Alright, you, I could piece out. However, you have stuff of mine claimed. Do you actually have this claimed? Empire map mode. No, it was diplomatic. There we go. You have several bits of my territory claimed. So we can't do that then. I have to take that back.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Yeah, we have hostile Xenos in my home territory now. You, my good friend, I need you to jump back to my systems, please. And then head over here. This is what happens when you're at war with 5 empires at once. Not that I don't already have experience with that, especially with the event on Friday. I was at war with so many players. Are you guys still invading the planet? Come on. It's not gonna take that long. You should be done by now.
Xeno lair.
Thank you. Alright, now I need you to jump to this system here. Okay, never mind, that's too far. Jump to this system then. Yeah, then we'll go here. I want you to land. Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah. That's right. We do need to land on this. Okay.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Hostile Xeno fleets detected. It's probably these ones, right? Okay. And that one. Fair enough. I forgot about this wormhole shenanigans. Well, at least the stations that they're taking aren't like critical ones. Alright, more food. Alright, good. Is there a station here? No, no, these stations are ours. This station is also ours. Okay, so go here, here, and then start taking these ones.
Hostile Xeno fleet.
I only
detected.
declared war on these guys because I wanted them to move out of that system. Oh, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. You cheeky little group. Alright, let's repair for a moment. Hopefully you're not having any major backup arriving. Oh, you are? Okay, well that's not good.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Alright, fine. Let's take you out before you get too much backup. I don't want more fleets grouping up here, causing more problems. Alright, you guys aren't... yeah, you're not even doing anything. We need you guys to do something. Are there habited worlds here? There are down here. Let's get you repaired first. Oh, there's their backup. We should still win this fight. We're gonna have quite a few losses, I think, though.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Okay. Not a whole lot of losses, but we took tons of damage. Hostile Xenofleet detected. Oh, you guys. Okay. Alright, where is that fleet? You guys. Alright. Please head over here and start cleaning this stuff up.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Alright, this war here with these guys could potentially be pieced out. I was trying to take this territory though, not the Harkonnens. I should have demanded the Harkonnens. But I didn't. That was my mistake. They were a much easier target.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Naval capacity increase, I'll take it. Alright, these guys are getting repaired. They have another fleet coming in. We need to end one of these wars. I want to end this one. If I can end these guys, I can have my other fleet here come back and help. I just need you to land and take these systems back. Once these systems have been taken and they can't take anything from me, we can piece out of this war. Which would be great. What are you doing down there? You know what? No, I want to get involved down here. Yeah, let's get involved down here. Stop them from taking that. Because that's where these guys are headed. Alright, you're done. You're going into this space. That's fine. Okay, you've been repaired. Oh, they have a 12k. That's fine. We have a, what is this, 24k? This should be easy. Check the planets. Planets need some movement. Move the food. There we go. Colony ship. You need to colonize down here. Come here. Once you're here, I want you to jump into this system, please. Oh, I can't tell you to do that now. I have to wait. No, I shouldn't even have to do that. There's plenty of, yeah, there should be a route right here for you to go. Just go this way. Should be easy enough. Alright, go here and land. Take this back, please. And then we'll be able to piece out of this war. Should be easy enough. Get him, boys!
Invading Xeno left.
You guys stopped invading. Oh, no, no, you weren't being told to invade. I need you guys somewhere. This is a habitable world. Why don't you, why don't you guys jump here? Can you not? That's just outside of my range. Fine, jump here quickly then. Then we'll jump again.
A new technology.
Take these systems. Those are worth quite a bit. Titan cruiser hull points, yes. Make our cruisers even stronger. And this might be a little dangerous. We have several very damaged ships. Oh, are you done? Did you take your stuff? No. Wrong group. Alright, you go back and you repair. There's there's 2 habitable worlds here that we can take. I just need to wait another 100 days? 170 days.
Xeno lair secure.
Nice! Okay, then that means that these guys can be invaded. Let's jump down here since you can. Take these worlds. Take this and then come back. That's what I want you to do. And then we could peace out. And we'll even claim some of this as part of our own.
We have mastered a new technology.
Focus the Great Khan has been passed. I don't want to focus the Khan. You can't make me. That would suck if they did. Alright, good. I'm glad that we managed to take that back. In fact, actually, I want you to come through the wormhole, take the station, and prevent them from doing anything. And then come back and clear up all this garbage. Here. Come through here. Take the station. Then go back through the wormhole and chase down this fleet specifically. That's what I want from you. Alright, you guys made the jump. I want you guys to land on this planet. How strong? Oh, wow, there's no... Oh, it's a station! Ah, okay. Yeah, we don't care about any of those right now. Well, how long until the next one gets... Okay, that's 2 years. Or we could start working on the next Ascension perk. What do we even want? Mercantile, I suppose? Hey, Webby, how are you, man? Somehow I managed to go full endgame crisis mode in 2270. You talking about for when you were becoming the crisis? Newbies learn suffering. That's the way you teach newbies, is by utterly destroying them? Becoming the crisis doesn't take too much effort. Defending against a crisis certainly does. Let's see here. What do we want to do? No, I think we're going to wait. We're going to save the Unity. We're going to save that and spend it on Scientific Revolution when we have to. Since it's only going to be in a couple of years. Alright. Let's take this planet, take the next one. Then we'll be good. We'll peace out of this one. We'll take our fleets elsewhere. We need to be far smarter with our decisions here. Somebody open up their borders? You did. Oh. Okay. Odd. Alright, where is the 24K fleet? No, not that one. These ones. There you are. Yeah, take that, please. I need you to turn around and take these systems back that they're taking from us. Stop it with your little ships! You're not going to take your systems back. You may as well stop trying.
We have mastered a new
Alright, so we took this system. Great. I want you to go into this system and take this planet. And then we'll wipe peace out of this war. That should give us a considerable amount of breathing
Hostile
room.
Xeno fleet detected.
Where is the next? Let's do the alloy. More alloys. Oh shoot, we're at 15,000? Oh, we've been at 15,000 for probably a good year. Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't notice that. Yeah, that is very unfortunate. We have enough to start another mega structure. What do we want to do? No, not the Century Array. I think we should start doing our gateways. Gateways would probably be a good idea. Gateways is what saved me in the multiplayer event. If it wasn't for gateways, I might not have survived as well as I had. It made it so much more difficult for the other players, having all those gateways.
Invading Xeno lair.
The camera mess up? What the heck? There we go.
We have mastered a new technology.
More alloys, please. Alright, you have a lot of ships in this system. That is a lot of ships. Menacing ships are very cheap. That does make them very potent. You're right. Okay, you need to keep moving. There's a lot more for you to take. Far more for you to take. Right, you... Why don't you go this way? Is that a automated dreadnought? Okay. Alright, we'll block that system. Nobody's going into that system now. Okay, did you take this? Alright, no, okay. So you took it. They haven't taken any of our other systems. I want to white piece with these guys. Status quo. They will accept. Which is brilliant. Because now this stuff is mine. And I'm at war with one less empire. Okay. Next is these guys. I'd like to invade them even further. But I need to take this fleet. And I need to return home. Oh, there's a large fleet right there. Okay, how about you interrupt this, please? Or rather, here. I want you to jump here and then chase down this fleet, specifically.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Okay, you need to start taking out planets over here. Follow this fleet. You guys were going to go this way, but I'm gonna have to change my mind. I don't know which way you should go. Let's go home with you guys. Just chill at home. Yeah, so menacing ships are very cheap, but they're not as powerful as the regular ships. Also, you can't get any battleships with them either. Really? Denouncing of the Model 16 Keepers. Okay. Also, I don't want the council to be any larger than it already is. Please. Alright, we need more ships. I want more ships. We need more food. Looks like we have several planets that can move people around for food. After this movement, we should be back in the positives of all of our resources. Oh wait, there's another one that hadn't been moved. Which world was that? That's this one.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Yeah, we're back in the positives. Very, very good. That's wonderful news. Fleets detected. Right. Yeah, that's true. Some of our other planets are having a little bit of difficulty because our fleets back here need backup. They need some assistance in taking these systems back. You are chasing down a specific fleet, it looks like, that now is being reinforced. I don't want you to get involved with that at the moment. Let's give you one of these commanders. And where are your other ships? Why are they not arriving? You're already at full strength. No, you're not. Don't lie to me. There you are. Build. Population has been abducted. What? A biomorphic population has been abducted. No. They're actually abducting? Alright, come over here and destroy these guys real quick, please. Don't let them escape. That's so rude. Oh, they did. They did run in there and fight, didn't they? They should not have done that. Oh well. Alright. Will that bring into the fold the other targets, or will it only bring into the fold the one target? Where is my fleet that's supposed to be taking care of you? I had a fleet that was coming down here. It's... no, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Where's the other fleet? Oh, you're right here. You're mid-jump. That's why. Okay. That's why I didn't see
We have
you.
mastered a new
Over
technology.
here and take you out. Thieves, burglars! Yes, exactly. Stealing what is rightfully mine, my population. How dare they? So very rude. Alright, take this back. Take this back. Oh my gosh. We need a station.
We have mastered a new technology.
Dealing with multiple empires, especially with one that has literally a back door into your home, it's just a little hard to
Hostile
do.
Xeno fleet detected.
Especially with all of our stuff already out and about. Okay, take this system back, please, real quick. Just stop by here. We'll end this war, and then we'll focus solely on these jerks and their evil shenanigans. Alright, let's peace out of this war. Yes. Status quo. And see if we actually take the rest of this stuff. I doubt that we're going to take this stuff. Because that shouldn't be a part of it. Which means we're going to have to wait even longer the next time around. Can you please peace out with me? That'd be wonderful. If you would actually, you know, do that. Yeah, exactly. We didn't take any of that. Alright, well, we'll focus on this war then. That'll be fine. Where is everyone, though? You're way over here. You... oh! You don't all have... wait, what? You don't all have jump drives? Why don't you all have jump drives? Who in this fleet does not have a jump drive? You don't have a jump drive. A lot of you don't have jump drives. How do you not have jump drives by now? That's disgusting. Great. Okay, so you guys aren't going to be useful for a very long time. These guys all have jump drives. So why don't we have you guys jump closer to our home? And then you guys can actually be helpful. Same with you guys. Come back here and then we'll jump
Hostile
you.
Xeno fleet detected.
Actually, come down here and then we'll jump you even further. You guys don't have jump drives? Yo, what the heck, man? Alright, I want you to sit here on this station while these guys go through and destroy these. This is very frustrating. How dare they cause all these
Hostile
problems.
Xeno fleet detected.
Yes, yes, Xenofleet hostilities, blah, blah, blah. This fleet is going to become the most powerful fleet I have. Reinforce, please. That way, if I do wish to jump them from one system to another, it's not going to cause me a huge problem. They will remain powerful either way. The scurvy dogs. Actually, can you guys jump again? No. No, you cannot. Alright, you guys all group up. I want you guys to just wait a moment.
We have mastered a new technology.
Come back over here and repair the station while you wait for your backup to arrive. You have like 12k that's trying to get to you, and you just jumped in before they arrived. Actually, you know what? I want you guys go here for this station and then just start causing problems with these guys in the back. We're gonna start taking their stuff. That was so frustrating. Where is my armies? You. I want you to jump down here and then follow this fleet.
We have mastered a new technology.
You guys, I want you to jump down here and then move here. Alright, Scurvy Dog. I almost said Scooby-Doo. Alright, little Scooby-Doo. Mystery Machine Gang. You know, figure out what's going on. Let's see here. Let's do planetary build speed, please. More food. As we get more alloys, we're going to need more food to supplement for that. Oh, apparently that's full. Okay. I didn't realize you were full. Oh, can I not pull people off of this because it's currently being... You're bombarding my planet? Oh, you dare? You dare try to abduct my population?
New technology.
Don't worry. Even if they abduct my population, all of their population will become mine.
Detected.
It will all become mine. Mine and mine alone. I should not have done so many wars at once. I mean, I declared 2 of them, and then the third one was declared war on me, because they're like, oh wow, this guy has no chance with his other wars. May as well get some free real estate while we can. Which was a massive mistake on their part. Alright, you guys now need to wait for this group to join up. Oh, look at all that. It went from like a 6k fleet to a 27k fleet. Alright, jump to this system here. Actually, no. Jump to this system here. And then head here. Even better. What is that? Scientific revolution? Okay, we'll reactivate that one. Keep our science up. Our science is very important. Okay, so we have enough to spend on another one. We're going to wait for the acquisition one. Alright, you guys are at 13k. That's enough to start harassing these guys. Actually, with, yeah, actually that is enough. I'm gonna leave you blank for the moment. Alright, come over here, take this back, then head up here, take that system. Yes, my boys! Alright, let's go. Let's start causing some problems. You guys have been invading me, oh, now it's time for me to invade you. Yes, good. Good. A pulsar system. Why don't we wait a moment? Yeah, just wait a moment. I still have ships that are trying to regroup, and yeah, we'll just wait. Be a smart decision. Okay, go over here, take these. We'll have somebody else clean up this stuff. Who will we have clean up that stuff? We can actually have you jump back and start cleaning up that stuff. I don't even know what's in that system now. Why don't you come over here and explore the system, please, so I can figure out what's down here. Apparently, I'm not cool enough to know. You're not repairing, are you? There you go. How long until these things return? Okay, within the next year they should arrive. So we'll give that fleet a year. Speaking of time, how much time do we have for our peace with these guys? Not long enough. Not anymore. Yeah, we're kind of in a bad position with that. 700 days. Alright, let's start improving our fleets here. Spend some money on you next. Ah! I knew it! I freaking knew it! Oh man, we will not be bullied by you. Population has been abducted. Oh my goodness. You dare do that to my population? Stop these guys. L cluster has been opened. Uh-oh. Okay, well, nothing's come through the L gate yet, so at least we're lucky with that. That could have been really bad. That could have been very bad. Okay, you need to go this way. Actually, oh shoot, these guys only just arrived. Jump down here, please. Can you get there? You probably could. Yeah, you can. Yeah, actually, I want you to sit here in this system. So we can have our other fleets doing more important things. Can you reach that? No, you can't. Alright, let's have you jump here, and then go here and clean that up. Then I want you here, and we'll just start moseying into this location. Can I do protectorate status for you guys yet? Oh, I'm so close! We're so close to being able to protectorate them. That'd be really nice if we can. So, the name of the game is populations. You have more population, you have more power. More power means that you can accomplish your goals, whatever that might be. Whether that is to intimidate another player, destroy another player, absorb the other player. One of those ways with a population is if you protectorate another empire or make them a vassal. You could be one of the two. After 10 years, they can be absorbed into your empire at the cost of a lot of influence. So if you have the influence to spare and the time, you could just absorb the empire that way. In fact, it is better to do it that way by influence instead of the other way, because, oh my gosh, stop taking my population from me. You're making this difficult. Man, a little bit of a erp there. Alright, give me more alloys, please. Now we're getting more than enough food. I want more alloys again.
We have mastered a new technology.
Oh my god, you have 7? 17 people missing. Oh, okay. Make some more districts then. Also, this thing needs to be upgraded. Upgrade that first, so people don't riot. Coil gun.
Construction complete.
Yes! Wipe them out.
Complete.
Take the station. Death of the Great Khan. Ah, so unfortunate for him. Alright, take these guys out before they make it to the gateway, please. Thank you. Alright, move here and just sit on it. You guys now have more backup. I want you guys to aid in taking out these systems here.
New technology.
More coil guns, sounds great. More rail guns. Yeah, you guys are just gonna sit there.
We have mastered a new technology.
Energy weapon attack speed. Where is my other fleet here? There you are. Alright, take that out. And then start going this way. In fact, can you jump yet? 4 days. I can have you jump on top of this fleet here. Yeah, jump right here. Let's see how they like that.
We have mastered a new technology.
Oh no, they're taking my station. It'd be a shame if I were to just appear out of nowhere. Yeah, that's
Hostile
right.
Xeno fleet detected.
Alright, going down here, take these. And now we can begin our invasion of their territory. Now that we've cleaned up our area, our puppy guarding this system here should be much easier for us. Do you have any active mods? Webby, no. We have 0 active mods. The reason why is because usually whenever I do a playthrough, I'll have players who will ask me questions on why it is I'm doing something or how it is I can do something or accomplish my goals. And I want to be able to show them without having to worry about thinking, okay, is this a part of the base game? Is this a part of a mod? Especially with UI things. If I'm trying to explain something in detail by going to a particular spot and then clicking on a particular button, that if my game is too modded, then that just causes confusion. So, short answer, no.
We have mastered
No
a new
mods.
technology.
Long answer, that was the reason why. Alright, did we take this back? We did. Okay. Good. Let's go down here and then come back. Gotta help our boys out. Now, some of my favorite mods are like the Star Wars one. The Star Wars one is impressive. That would be the Fallen Republic one. Yes, I would absolutely love to extend my deal. Alright, you guys are upgrading. That's good. We definitely need that. How long until you can do the next session? Okay, so we need to save up our alloys now. That's what we're doing, is saving up. Speaking of alloys, let's get more jobs here, please. More alloys. Alright. Okay. Oh wow, lots of people are closing their borders to me. I wonder why. They probably don't like me anymore. Another person can be moved. More alloys for me. Yeah, we're spending way too long on these wars. We should have had way more of the galaxy covered by now. This is what happens when you try doing it aggressively and the AI manages to stop you. Yeah, I played way too aggressively. I should have done the passive method. The passive method is if you decide to be a much more friendly race and you could focus much more on technology, you could then essentially coerce them to join you in a federation, or not a federation, as a vassal, without you really having to do anything. Alright, destroy these guys. Take them out. Fallen Republic mod had you crash to desktop? Really? Interesting. I didn't know that. Alright, this fleet is not going to get upgraded for some reason. We're missing a material. I don't know what that material is. Oh, it's because you're trying to build a Titan and you can't. No, that's not why. Hold on, stop that. And then try upgrading again.
We have mastered a new technology.
What is causing you a problem and disallowing you from upgrading? We have all the materials necessary. You're just not doing it. But why? Oh, it's because you're already building ships. Got it. Okay. In that case... Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna have to wait a moment. Okay, we're gonna move you guys down to the bottom, and then the upgrading can happen. Perfect. Another fleet has appeared. That's okay. That's the one we're chasing down.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Alright, now once these guys are upgraded, we're gonna send them through that wormhole. Caught them. Okay, go that way, then this way, and then this way. Yes! Good. I need some of my ships to actually be canceled here. I need those alloys back. There we go. That way we can upgrade this in a moment. We're also losing energy now. Let's go to our energy world here. Our super energy world. Or what will become a super energy world. And start moving some population around so we can get our energy back. That should provide us with a good amount of energy. We should be... Oh, I thought we'd be in the positives. I guess I was wrong. Architectural Renaissance will reactivate. We need to make sure that stays active the entire time we're playing. It's going to become very important that we do so. Yes, reinforcements. 42,000! Look at those fleets! We can even take out the Fallen Empire after this. In fact, that's exactly what we'll do. Once this is done, we'll go to the Cyberx, or the Alpha Refuge, and take them out. We'll take their stuff from them. You guys need to go this way and destroy this little baby fleet here. That's gonna cause... Actually, you know what? No, you don't need to do that. Go this way. Yeah, you don't need to do that. Alright, people are going to be heading through this wormhole here in a moment. Are you guys almost done? You're so close. You know, that shouldn't be a problem. Once these guys are done, we'll just jump them over there. And the problem should be resolved. It'd be nice if edicts could auto-refresh themselves. I mean, it depends on the edict, right? Personally, it depends on the edict. But yeah. I think it would be nice is if you can select one and then click on a box that says repeat. Or repeat if possible. I don't know. Alright, you're here. I want you to start to explore this system, please. And now this whole area will have been discovered. The whole of creation. Alright, you can head back. Now you are done. Jump into this system, please, and guard it.
We have mastered a new technology.
Ah, good. We arrived just in time.
Hostile Xeno
Look
fleet
who is
detected.
here. Hey, buddy. Shame if somebody were to slaughter you. Where do you think you're going? No, 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 no. That's against the rules. You can't outrun me. Oops. Forgot that we hadn't done that yet. Our energy is plummeting. Something is wrong. Oh, it's probably because of how many... Yeah, we are way over our naval capacity. Yeah, that's probably the problem. Now that I think about it. That's a little bit of an issue. I did not think about that. It's my bad. All these wonderful biomorphs. Able to do so many useful things. Alright, you guys can go here, then here. And then you guys can head back north, actually.
We have mastered a new technology. We have mastered a new
Oh,
technology.
you guys are down here. Okay, then that's not acceptable. Okay, I need you guys to wait a moment for your debuff to go away, then head back through the gate. Attack speed increase. Where are they in here? No, yeah, I want you to come through here and start harassing them. You start going this way. Oh, that is a lot of backup you're about to receive. Alright, you take this. I want these guys to jump down here and start assisting with taking these planets. Oh, you can't. Okay. Now you can. Alright, come down here. There's a lot of systems here to take. Alright, land on this planet. We're gonna just get in constant combat.
We have
You
mastered
guys
a new
brought this
technology.
upon yourselves. You really did. You declared war on me. I had nothing to do with this. I'm simply retaliating with everything I have. Demon's Maw. I don't know what's in here, but if they didn't take it yet, we probably don't want to be in there.
Invading Xeno lair.
We'll land here. Titan hull points. We don't even have a Titan yet, but I suppose we'll take it since it's a rare technology. Having it would be better than not having it at all. Our anchorages is increasing, which is hopefully solving our energy problem. Let's get a little bit more food. Oh, you don't need a job. You do, though. Alright, we'll move you down here. There we go. Everybody has their orders. Demon's Maw sounds cozy. Oh yes, very cozy. Sitting next to a nice campfire. A galactic campfire. Something like that, right? No, 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 no. Sorry, I'm not gonna let that happen, buddy.
Construction complete.
I won't let you.
Invading Xeno lair.
Alright, where's this other fleet now? You guys. Come over here. And take this. Pirate sighted. Really? Really? You're gonna do this? Right now? Every time, guys. Every time. Every time. Wow, these guys are quick. They're gonna be able to outrun my men. Unfortunate. We could just sit here. Nah, let's keep moving. I wonder if any of my allies are gonna do anything about these groups. No, they're not. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely not entering that system. I have no idea what's in there, but I don't want to deal with it. Let's bring you here so we can jump you to the next systems. We'll catch you. I'll get you, Gadget. Frick. I'm just too slow. My beefy boys aren't very fast.
Invading Xeno lair. Xeno lair secured.
Oh, did I actually catch? Oh, I did. All right, very nice. I'll have you guys come back here. Clear this out, and then I want you back on the wormhole, please. Alright, you go this way. Oh shoot, we're out of energy. That's a problem. Let's sell some gas. It should help us stay afloat for a moment. It's probably the naval capacity again. Okay, you guys, all this stuff has been taken except for this planet, so take this planet next.
We have mastered a new technology.
Are they really going to go right back through that wormhole? They probably will. Okay, I need one of you fleets. You. I just need you to jump right in here right now. Yeah. Founder species on the slave market. No! How rude. Stealing my populations. There's no current species that can grow right now because it looks like all of our species are currently... Let's see here. Full citizenship. Set rights. Full citizenship. Yeah. That's fine. Why can't we grow them then? Hold on. Species. Rights. Population controls enabled. Species is the Empire's dominant species. Yeah, so... Sounds like I need to take another species into my territory. Okay. Yes! Yes! And with this, they won't be able to do anything now. Not against me, not anymore. Except for this, and that wouldn't even be against me, that'd be against my ally. Yeah, go here, and then come back down here.
We have mastered a new technology.
Alright, I want you to go this way.
Xeno lair.
And I want you to go this way. Even better. Alright, let's get some of these other techs out of the way. Okay, you are done. We have nothing else down here for us to take. So I want you to jump to this system, please. Excuse me. There we go. And then follow these guys. I need you to jump here and stop these guys from taking this.
Technology.
Actually, I want you to jump here and then go this way. That way they don't get a head start. So they likely will. These thrusters should allow us to maneuver inside these systems easier. Hey, dudes. I see you jumped to the wrong system. Can you make sure that you don't get caught? Thank you. You goofballs. What a bunch of weenies. Right, you go here. You also go here. I need you to stay here for the moment. These troops can land on this planet. That'd be fine. Let's do more attack speed. We'll do more impulse thrusters. We need to upgrade our ships here soon. It seems like our thrusters are causing a problem. Look how much more that is. That's 50% more. Okay, you can actually enter through here now. Come through here. I want you to go... Actually, I want you to wait for a moment. You guys just arrived. Let's have you jump to this system. Where these guys are waiting. We'll have you go north. Take this and go for this guy. Perfect. Yes. Good. I want you to land on this system here. Get 'em, boys! That's what I'm talking about. Raw power.
Invading Xeno lair.
A 5K? A 5K station, huh? Okay.
We have mastered a new technology.
More speed. Sounds good. Alright, what are we doing for our stuff right here? We have more that we can do, right? Strategic Coordination Center, that's exactly what we're going to be doing next. Alright, Strategic Coordination Center, we'll put that down here. We have other construction ships that can be placed elsewhere. We actually want to start doing our gateways. So let's have you do a gateway in our home system here. Gateway construction. And we'll do another gateway. We'll do one on this area here. Seems like a good spot. Do another one in the northern area. Let's do one here. We're gonna be having a lot of these. Also, this colony ship can now finally land on this system, right? Finally, thank you! Oh my god, that colony ship has been sitting there for so long. There's also another one sitting somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but been waiting for a while. Alright, you need to take out this planet here. Actually, you could just jump down there. You don't take any penalties to your jumps, so I really don't see that being an issue.
We have mastered a new technology.
Okay, I wonder when they'll give up.
Invading
22.
Xeno lair.
20. Alright. Let's have you go this way and follow one of
We
these
have
fleets.
mastered a new technology.
Sure, why not? Corvette build speed. I mean, build speeds are nice. Not required for anything, but they're nice. You go this way. You go this way.
Construction complete. We have mastered a new technology.
Actually, I want you to go here. And then back these guys up, and I want you to just jump to the next system. Jump here and start taking this stuff. That's a lot of planets. That's 4 planets in one system. I thought 3 was rare. 4 planets in one system? Good lord. Alright. Were they chasing us? Good. Annihilated. Alright. We're definitely going to be going to war against the Fallen Empire next. We absolutely need their stuff.
We have mastered a new technology.
Why don't you go here and start causing problems? You can go this way. But we have another fleet here, don't we? Or is that the other fleet? Alright, you arrive and I want you going this way. I have you go this way. See what that does. The Devil's Maw. Wait, hold on. Is there more than one Devil's Maw? Oh no, Demon's Maw, Devil's Maw. Okay. Alright, we have people who are unemployed. Let's have you guys work on more alloys, please. I'm going to need a lot of alloys. Alright. Good. Just a little bit more power would be nice. Let's get you working on power. Okay. I would like to max this out. Let's wait for our mega structure to be completed. The strategic coordination site is currently being worked on. We can't do more than 2 at a time. No, we can do 3. That's right, we can do 3. Mega shipyard. Ah, that would be important to do. Mega shipyard. Let's do that in our home system here. Perfect. Okay.
We have mastered a new technology.
Sure, let's get the habitat technology. We're not even going to use it, but I want to get rid of that so we only have the repeatables. Alright, you go north, you go south. You guys will meet up in the middle. Alright, how close are you guys? Minus 17. Okay, so you're still a little ways away. Occupation, void, yeah. Oh yeah, if we are able to max out our fleets, we can absolutely take on the Fallen Empire. No problem. Okay, where are... Okay, you're here. Land on this planet. You're down here. Land on this planet. There's several planets down here for you to land on. It should give us that push.
We have mastered a new technology.
Sure, let's start on the Juggernaut. We're gonna want one anyways. It's gonna give us some nice bonuses.
Invading Xeno Lair.
Turn around and take out these guys before they cause a problem, please. Will to power. Reactivate.
Xeno Lair secured.
If you guys ever want to focus on making sure you get your mega structures completed, you will absolutely need the will to power. It's going to cost so much for your mega structures, especially your the amount of
Xeno Lair.
gateways you're probably going to be making. All right, now that you've landed on this one, go to this one.
Invading Xeno Lair.
Okay, more energy. There we go. Go here, check out this planet. You gonna catch them? Yeah, we're working on it. The AI can now make a Kumanopoli. Okay, interesting.
Colonization efforts begun.
What? Galactic Market? Oh, somebody was trying to move it. Why would they want to move it? What purpose would that serve for them? I guess they just wanted it on their own
We
world.
have mastered a new technology.
I haven't really been paying attention to the galactic community. Probably because we won't be a part of it for very long. Currently we are, but we won't be there forever.
We have mastered a new technology.
Alright, the moment we get the opportunity, we're going to be sending all of our men home so that they can all be upgraded. Because we really need them to be upgraded. Yes!
Invading Xeno Lair.
More science. Good. Alright, anything else that needs to be invaded here? Nothing that I can see. I want you to destroy this, please. You can follow this other fleet here. This other fleet has commands already. Alright, scurvy dogs. Come over here and stop these guys, please. Oh god, they're going to escape. Gateway construction site completed. Alright, we'll upgrade you. Alright, more naval capacity. More naval capacity. More naval capacity. What else do we want on these? Resource islands would be nice. Yeah, why don't we do resource silos and hydroponics? Just for the extra stuff. Yeah, seems good. Oh, you should probably have that too. There you go. Yeah, I just don't mess with it. Normally, I play as a Just Don't Consciousness, and I don't even have to worry about the trade network, but I honestly just leave it alone. I just don't mess with it. I'm sure it's something that I could min-max even further, but I just don't. Wasn't there more than one that just completed? I missed it? It's weird. Okay. Where else? Let's get one up over here. Let's have you jump. Let's have you build it over here. There you go. Okay, you're already working on yours. Right, you're done. Let's have you come down here. You can actually jump all the way up here and start causing problems. No. Actually, we'll have this guy come down here. Let's have you jump here. There we go. Where's our scientist? Oh, hey. What's this? Who's this? Back here, causing a problem. Jump back here and deal with this guy first. I will have you come down here, and then here. You will take this star, or this planet. Yeah, it's just a mechanic that I don't like having to deal with.
Invading Xeno lair.
It's not that I can't, necessarily. I don't know much about it, or how to min-max it. But it's just not a mechanic that I care to deal with. It's not a fun mechanic. At least to me it isn't. Yes, get him! Apparently we forgot this planet here. I didn't realize we had done that. Megastructure built, strategic bird. Okay, good. Good to know. Okay. Alright, so that's 2 that we're working on. There's a 3rd that we're able to build. What do we want our 3rd one to be? No, never mind. We are working on the 3rd one. It's right here. How long until it's done? 66%, okay. Yeah, I understand that there's the, where is it? Oh man, where's the trade map mode? There it is. The trade route map mode that you can use in order to figure out how much you're losing along certain routes. But again, it's not a make or break for me. There we go.
We have mastered a new technology.
Invasion. Good.
Xeno lair secured.
Select you guys, move you down here. Oh, somebody else took that. Oh! The war is won! Yes! Yes! Okay, you know what that means. That means we are going to prepare for our war with the Fallen Empire. I want everybody... No. Actually, first and foremost, I want everybody to go back home. We have 2 different systems here. I want you guys to go here. And then the rest of you guys to go home. We're going to upgrade everybody, so then they're much faster, because I cannot deal with you guys being slow anymore. It's very obnoxious.
We have mastered a new technology.
Yeah. But then that means you have to use some of your star bases for trade and trade defense when you could be using those for other things. Now, it depends on how big you have your empire, right? If you have your empire rather large and you don't have the star base capacity to hold all of them, literally, you know, why can't I hold all these star bases or all this trade value? Then that's, you know, that's one thing. But it's you guys. I will be at war with you again, don't you worry. By the way, I'm going to integrate you. 29 months, that should not take very long. Alright, let's get our guys upgraded. What else are we missing right now? I just want more alloys. We need more alloys. What's nice is we have so much potential for our food income too. But I doubt we're going, by the time the endgame crisis comes, I doubt that we're gonna max out on our food jobs. Oh, are you full? Oh. Okay. That's a little bit of an issue. Alright. Well. You actually don't have any more... Yeah, okay. Let's build one here. You're already maxed out, and I can't do anything else. What we could do...
Processing.
Angry Tally, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Sorry. I apologize. Bad habit. Angry, thank you very much for the follow, my friend. I appreciate that a lot. How you doing today? Alright, we need to move these guys. More unity would be nice. Sure, let's do that. That allows us to activate all the other ones. Alright, you are going to be what? More moats? We don't need all that many. No, actually, we will need moats once we start doing the ring worlds. We're going to be doing science though first, so you're actually going to be another gas refinery one. Oh, you can't because you're not a planetary administration. Never mind, you're not doing anything. Let's just get more energy. We need energy, let's do energy. I'm not ready to turn my people into naval capacity yet. Or like, you know, convert their jobs into naval capacity. We will eventually, but just not at the moment. Smexy voice. Wow. That's quite the compliment. I appreciate that. Maybe I'll get a little bit deeper with the voice and try to talk all breathy like. Sorry, no, my apologies. We're not gonna do that. I've not heard that term, by the way, in a very long time. Okay, I want you to build a gateway somewhere around here. Why don't you build one here? Seems like a good spot. Yeah, we should also build one right next to the L cluster. Yeah, if we can actually take the L cluster. Okay, now 10 years and I'll have you. Let's start doing... Oh, we should also integrate you. Can I... Yeah, only one at a time. Alright, we'll integrate you next, and then we'll work on the Alpha Refuge.
We have mastered a new technology.
Yes, yes, new technology. Thank you. No, do I... No, let's get rid of the non-repeatables.
Construction complete.
I want this war. I want to take all of this. Only one war at a time, though. This time. Alright, how long until you're absorbed? 27 months? That's still a long time. That's quite a bit of time. Yes. Let's get to position, please. Actually, I could probably have you guys jump a few times. Man, this is what happens when you don't have, like, gates. That's what happens when you don't have gates, is that it takes forever for your men to get anywhere. And it makes you sad. Sad beyond belief. What are my civics for the game? Our civics is the anglers, the catalytic processing, and the corvée system. So I wanted to do the anglers because that's a new civic. I wanted to see what it did, how I could potentially utilize it, and it's not bad. It's pretty cool. It gives you farmers and pearl divers. It like splits your stuff. It does mean that you don't produce nearly as much food as you would from a single job. Or at least I don't think it does. And it also gives you the aquatic trait, which is nice. That's a really good trait. Problem though. Oh, by the way, it seems like that's where I got the free trait rather than having to spend money on it, by the way, for those of you who were curious beforehand. Problem is that we became robots and that got rid of the aquatic trait, and we don't really need that much food. That's why our population isn't really consuming any. Instead, we're just producing 2,600, and that's being consumed into our alloys instead, which is really powerful. Catalytic processing is a very potent means of making alloys. Question is, where do I want my men to move now? Can only support so many districts. That's true. All right. Sounds like Gestalt consciousness with extra steps. It pretty much is. It pretty much is. I mean, Gestalt consciousness, playing as a pure Gestalt consciousness has a lot of bonuses to it. But if you play as a meatbag empire and turn into robots, there is also a very potent option, which is essentially you take in another empire and you turn them into robots. Normally, in order for you to be able to do that, as a Gestalt consciousness, you have to be a driven assimilator, which means that you have a very bad diplomatic stance with pretty much everyone. It's not a good idea to do that if you can help it. So playing as a meatbag empire is kind of like the best of both worlds when you become a robot, because you're still a regular empire. You're not a Gestalt consciousness. And allows you to get other empires and bring them into the fold and turn them into your own kind of people. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Alright, let's give you guys some more energy. Energy, energy. Give me all that energy. Okay. Alright, are you almost done? 1,200 days. That's gonna take so long. Let's get our people into position. You know what? While they're doing that, we could upgrade them at the same time. Not upgrade them at the same time. You already have all the stuff I want you to have? You do. You do. That's good. Except for this. I'd rather have the whole gen, so I don't have to stop anywhere. Each of you... How many are we allowed? 3. Okay, that's actually not very good, but alright, we'll have the 3 major fleets have it. Let's do that. Titan. 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 Oh, oops. There we go, Titan. We'll eventually have the naval capacity to have all of them. Okay, in fact, actually, you're not going to have any at the moment. You'll just be battleships for the second. You made a Gestalt empire that could do diplomacy once. Just don't choose any rogue servitude. Well, yeah, if you choose those, then you're right, you can't. However, the problem is that as a Gestalt consciousness, if you want to absorb another empire, they get turned into, if you're playing a robotic empire, they get turned into energy, like energy farms, essentially. And if you're playing as a, like a hive mind, then they get turned into food, cattle, essentially. That's not what you want to do, right? If you're limited, then all they could do is either make energy and only energy, and they still require food, which means that now you have to dedicate other jobs, other robots to making food to make them happy. You don't actually have to do that. You can just leave them. It doesn't really matter as long as you're able to make sure that they don't rebel. That's all you can use those populations for. If you want to make the most out of them, then you need to assimilate them into your own kind. And the only way to do that as a robotic empire is by being an assimilator. Or by being a meatbag empire that turned to robots. One of two choices. One of two comparable choices. Put it that way. But you are right. Gestalt consciousness in general can be diplomatic as long as they don't have those chosen. Actually do that. Let's planetary build speed. There's no planets in here that we can take right now. We need to absorb other empires. We should have done so a long time ago. Alright. I think that we could do this war. I think we'll be fine. We just need our fleets maxed out. Sell you. Sell you. Sell you. And buy you. And then we shall replenish. There we go. We're gonna have all of them move in at the same time. All of our fleets versus just one of theirs. We'll probably move in from this direction so we can have all of them attack at the same time. Actually, no, we won't. We're gonna assault from a different direction and we're going to wait. Because I don't want to have to fight all of them and their station at the same time. I'd rather wait. That's true, that's true. If you don't want any organics to be inside your empire and you don't have to deal with them, then fine. Then just play as a determined exterminator. But then that's going to hinder you on your empire population.
We have mastered a new technology. Construction complete.
I would suggest playing as a hive mind empire. Go genetic ascension. That way you can... Ooh, I'll take that deal. That way you can assimilate them into more of your own kind. Seems like a great deal to me. You get to modify your populations even better. And at the same time... Somebody's insulting me. I don't care. And at the same time, you get to get extra populations. More population means more powerhouse. And boy, is that important. It is very important. Population is power. Empire Sprawl. Empire Sprawl. Oh no. Alright, you're going to be another Empire Sprawl planet, by the way. We need another one. I'm starting to have a little bit of an issue here.
Construction complete.
You didn't find a way to make them resettle by themselves, so later in the game I need to switch them around every 10 minutes. Okay, so there's a couple of ways that you could do that. The one way you could do that is by, under the resolutions, right? If you go to the Galactic Community, go to resolutions, underneath of the policies and cultures, there is the greater good section. If you click on that and you bring down the menu, you'll have the worker rights, 5-year plan, and then greater than ourselves. Now, this does disallow, as you can see from the debuff or whatever, chattel slavery, livestock, and grid amalgamation is banned. So that means that if you are playing as a pure Gestalt consciousness and you have any grid amalgamated people in your territory, that's bad. You get some penalties applied to you. But what this gives you is, if you see there, it says unlocks an edict that encourages free employees, or sorry, free unemployed populations to voluntarily resettle themselves onto other planets. So that gives you an edict that you can activate. It will appear in here under the edict list, under this list here, the edict list. You can activate it, and then that will force all of your populations on all your planets to move to another planet that has an available job. Makes it easy. But you have to get to that point. It takes a bit of time, right? You have to wait for the galactic community to form, and then you have to start working your way down here, and you have to spend a lot of influence to do so. Not everybody wants to do that, especially if the galactic community votes against it. Glad I can help. Alright, construction site. Now there are a couple of other alternatives. The big one being, if you go to your stations, there is a structure, a building that you could build. If you zoom down, that is called the transit hub. You can build this on your planet and on a second planet, and your people will move freely between the two. But it's whatever at that point. Yeah, now we're starting to have an Empire Sprawl problem. We definitely need to resolve that. Alright, are you guys in positions to please repair? Alright, you know what? I just want you here. Just go here, dude. It's gonna take you so long to get there otherwise. Same with you. Come down here. Everybody, you know what? Everybody just come here. Everybody get your butts over here. Upgrade all of you.
We have mastered a new technology.
More naval capacity. We're definitely going to need more of that if we're going to stay afloat here for the next short while. Alright, resettle. I do like that they made the resettle menu larger. That is so much nicer, so I don't have to, like, you know, keep scrolling on a long list. They did improve that, but I had other ideas of what they could have done
We have
to make it
claimed a
easier.
new world for our people.
And unfortunately, that's not the case. I didn't make it anywhere publicly. I just said it in my chat here. So it's not like I could have expected anything to really change. Alright, you are going to be a bureaucratic center. Oi! What's wrong with you? Oh, it's because you're immediate. What? Oh. Alright, fine. We'll move you off the home world. Okay, now are you happy? Yeah, dum-dum. Harkanoid. Set rights. You know what? I don't want you being assimilated anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I want you guys to not be assimilated anymore. That way we can actually grow population on our planets now. Right?
Construction complete.
Let's move one of you from the new world to the home world. And that should allow us to start growing the Harkonnen population on our homeworld now. We can double up our population growth. Right? Any second.
Construction complete.
Yes! Okay, good. How long is that going to take? Not terribly long. Actually, that's several years. That is a pretty long time. Oh, well. Alright, you should have come home by now. Oh, colony gained!
We
Oh,
have
joy.
mastered a new technology.
Alright, so another empire has been absorbed into our own. Not a whole lot of room has been taken, but some is better than none. Housing. Yeah, we're gonna delete you. Delete you. What was the population that we took? Uh-oh. My upload go down to 0 again? If the stream comes back, I'm gonna AFK and check out my router.